The flat earth movement seems to be growing. I've actually met a couple of them in real life. They do seem to actually be a real thing, unfortunately. But they claim that planets are not actually planets, and that's really strange to me because I'm really into astronomy. I look through telescopes all the time. I've seen the planets as NASA describes them with my own eyes. They really look like that. But the flat earthers say they're just lights, and when they zoom in on them with their Nikon P1000s, which for some reason is the only type of camera they will use, and they won't use a telescope, it kind of produces a blurred disc because, yeah, it zooms in really far, but it doesn't have a very big aperture. It doesn't have a lot of light collection power. This, for example, is an 8-inch telescope. The zoom doesn't really matter so much as the aperture, the light collection ability. You can produce a much more a much higher resolution image than their crappy P1000, which is an aperture that big, you know. But you can put in various eyepieces to make the image zoom in more or less. And the planets really are spheres. It's very obvious when you image them or view them, just view them. Saturn's a good example. It's definitely a sphere because you can see the rings actually wrapping around. You can see in this image I took here. One of the other planets that demonstrates its spherical nature really clearly is Venus and Mercury. Venus is the only one I've gotten decent photos of, but I've seen both. They have phases like the moon because Venus and Mercury orbit inside our orbit, so we have a full view of the phase angles. And now if they weren't spheres, they wouldn't be showing phases like this. So are the planets real, and do they look like how NASA describes them? Yes, they are real, of course, and they do look exactly as described. I look at Saturn almost every night because it's such a breathtaking thing to look at. Flat earthers are dumb.